So here we are at the end of day 2 of merchant payments ecosystem here in Berlin. It's been another fantastic day. I'm here with Quentin Barria, head of sales NEC for Brite Payments. Quentin, welcome.
Thank you very much.
So as per, we've got a few questions to run through with you. What do you see as those key barriers preventing open banking payments from reaching their full potential at the moment?
Well, there are several barriers preventing open banking from reaching full potential. But first, the shift to open banking in Europe with PSD2 laid a framework for payments to be more integrated across the EU. But there's still a few inconsistencies that PSD3 aims at solving. For instance, improving harmonization of the payment landscape and regulation across the EU, also improving access to payment and banking systems for non-bank providers, leveling the playing field for banks and non-banks PSPs, and eventually to also keep on improving customer protection against fraud, as well as increasing customer control and transparency. For instance, with dashboards to be able to get better permissions on third-party services.
So let's talk about user experience. I think that's one of the most important areas within open banking. And how do you see user experience driving adoption? And to what extent does Brite help in that journey?
Well, user experience is crucial for user adoption. A good user experience should be seamless and fast. Seamless means as little steps as possible. Fast means as little delays as possible, but it should also feel safe. As a user, you want to use a payment product that is reliable and is secure. With Brite, we've built a customer-facing brand that is trusted, relying on instant bank payments to remove frictions and embedding strong authentication without interrupting the payment journey.
Okay, so with all that being said, how do merchants adapt their payment strategies to stay competitive in this very competitive market?
Well, to stay competitive in that very competitive market, payment merchants should adapt their payment strategy to macroeconomic pressure, first and foremost. Raising inflation makes it even more crucial to improve payment efficiency, to decrease transaction processing costs, to minimize the risk of fraud. But merchants should also stay on top of regulation. For instance, instant payment regulation will accelerate further the adoption of pay by bank as a payment method. And last but not least, merchants should stay on top of constantly changing customer expectations. Customers are expecting frictionless payment experiences and journeys with minimal redirect, and they are also expecting a greater diversity of payment methods to meet with their needs.
Thank you, Quentin. So final question for me is a little bit about MPE. Why do you feel it's so important for Brite to be at a show like MPE?
Well, it's a great event, first, to meet with merchants, to meet with partners, to meet with the whole payment industry. So it's great to be here, to have a booth, a lot of very interesting discussions with partners and merchants alike. And we're looking forward to be here next year as well.
Brilliant. Thanks, Quentin. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you.